Namaste again. Let us continue what I was saying before. I had to stop because of the phone call, because my patients always have a priority. To come back again to the fact that these videos have as aim or objective, the purpose is to help people apply their knowledge in their daily life in order to realize what they want to realize, their self-fulfillment, their transformation, for instance, okay, their success, their happiness. So today I was going to speak about these energies and various energies, cosmic, biological and so on, but I wanted to start first with this coronavirus because I have received so many calls with people very afraid, very worried. Some people even think it's the end of the world, and there are a lot of theories and all that. And I said, what nonsense. I don't know where people's faith is and where the belief in the divine or God is. But for me, if people believe in the Mother, people believe in Sri Aurobindo or Christ or a God, then they should truly believe that not only a part of this life or this creation is under their control and the rest is totally out of control and controlled by a virus. So I've heard a lot of different arguments. I'm not going to talk to you about the medical aspects of this corona disease or this Covid-19 virus. I'm going to talk to you much more about the importance of this particular event. As I was saying, for the first time in the history of humanity, almost all of mankind has come to a standstill. Everything is empty. Everybody is at home. People are scared and people are also very disciplined. They are observing the health regulations, the hygiene regulations. They are keeping distance from each other. They are not getting together. They don't even go to see their parents. Everybody is respecting the government's laws or the department of the medical laws dictated by the Ministry of Health. And even India, which is such a huge chaotic country with over 1 billion people, imagine our wonderful Prime Minister has succeeded in bringing even in India this discipline. And I was told by phone that cities like Bangalore, Madras, Pondicherry, Delhi, all are absolutely empty. Everybody stays home, everybody observes the rule, and the police and the authorities are controlling this extremely well. What is this? Have you ever thought of this? I have never read anywhere in history that the whole of the world came standstill. Humanity has gone through 2 major world wars and it went through it, but never something like this. And this is what incited me to talk to you. And I said, no, I'm going to talk, I'm going to try and explain to you so that you can benefit to its maximum this incredible period that humanity is going through, including you, your family, your relatives, your friends, and everybody else that you know of. Now, here is my argument. You know about spirituality, you know about your religion, you pray, you meditate, you do yoga and all that. But you are still not happy and everybody is still chasing the material well-being and so on. We have come, you have succeeded in creating rockets, machines, computers, incredible things to bring man to the moon. But you have not looked inside you. You have not looked at the potentials that you have and how you can solve your inner torments, your worries, your fears, your sadness, your lonesomeness, your solitude, your melancholy. And this amazes me. Here is the argument that people have difficulty in believing in the divine and doing the divine work on this earth and bringing this transformation of this biological body in harmony with the soul, with the spirit, that they become one, the process of spirituality. Okay? To transform humanity and not to wait for evolution to transform man, but now through our understanding, our intelligence, and also I hope through the application of this knowledge that the great masters have given us, like Sri Aurobindo and the Mother, that we apply these in our day-to-day life and constantly in order to bring about this transformation, then you won't be worried, you won't be afraid. But the argument is always, I have not seen God, I don't see God, and therefore you pray and think that you have prayed and God will do it. But then here comes something that you can't see with your naked eyes. Yes, you can see it under a microscope. The virus, Covid-19, the coronavirus cannot be seen. But imagine, this one single virus scares the hell out of everybody. All of a sudden, everybody is willing to be disciplined. Everybody stays home. Everybody does what is correct. They wash their hands. They take all the hygienic rules and so on. Imagine, the fear of illness or death makes you do things incredible. But the promise of your transformation, the promise of your liberation from all worries, all fears, all torments, just because you can't see, just because you can't understand. You understand, but because perhaps you don't even know how you can apply it, you suffer and you don't follow the soul, the voice, the call of the divine within you. And this is exactly what I said I'm going to try and explain to you. That if you are hearing and listening to and obeying to laws in order to avoid the coronavirus, why are you not doing something much simpler, much easier? The same discipline and everything, but in a joyous way of embracing the divine and liberating yourself from these fears. I'm confronted like everybody else to this coronavirus. And this can happen to anybody, that they can get contaminated and fall ill. But it is our inner attitude. This is the time to apply our faith in the divine. This is the time to show an inner attitude and strength where you see that you can remain healthy, but also at the same time profit from the possibility of bringing about transformation, harmony between couples. Right now, the phone call that arrived while I did the first part of this second clip, I said, I'm sorry, patients calling, they have priority. Believe it or not, conflict between two persons who live together, they love each other, they have a child, they have two children, and there is conflict. But now that they are together, they are faced with the conflict in a way far more apparent, far more, I would say far stronger, because he can't go to work, she can't go to work, and they have to stay home and they have to face each other 24 hours a day. They can't escape. So now they're confronted with their defects, their difficulties, their handicaps, where things are not working. And they come. And I see this all year through. Lots of patients come to me for emotional problems. And I say to them, why don't they go to the mother? And I'm talking of the mother who is far more potent than the virus. But just because people can't see the mother, they won't. When she was there, they would run to her perhaps. But now that they can't see her, no. But my God, energy, the divine grace, the mother is as strongly with us as any time ever before. And she will be so for eternity, for all of humanity. And Shobinda and mother, both. And I want you to take this opportunity that you are afraid, you're staying home from morning to dusk and you don't go out. Hey, you have time now. I want you to sit down and understand, try to figure out why, what's going wrong. You are intelligent, analyze it. And then without fear, without worry, but with this openness towards the divine, to your master, whoever it is, the mother, Sri Aurobindo, Lord Krishna, to Jesus Christ, to Buddha, to Allah. My goodness, imagine what an opportunity. You are not even obliged to go to work. So, what do? You are not going to die staying home. No, it's surely annoying. It is boring perhaps. But to me, no. Because you have the chance now to dedicate to things that you have not done before. And you will see that the world is going to be better after the corona crisis than before. Because I see the divine hand behind all this. It is absolutely wrong to say that the divine gives good things and all bad things comes from somebody else. And the divine doesn't have a control over it. No, to me, everything is under their control, including the Covid-19 virus, the coronavirus. But it doesn't mean that they're trying to punish us. No, this I'm not trying to say because it would be wrong. But definitely, there is a divine grace that our intellect cannot interpret and understand. But there is this occult hand in creation guiding this humanity towards its accomplishment of its total transformation. Yes, with time, even without personal effort, man will transform and reach the supramental stage, but it might take millions of years. And our Lord, Sri Aurobindo, taught us that we can do it in a lifetime. We can do it in a second if you want. You have to know how to do it, how to apply it, and He has given, they have given answers to this. But you have to do it. I can't right now ask Sri Krishna to get me a glass of water. I can die of thirst here. Because there's nobody, and I ask Sri Krishna and nobody hears me, and neither he. But if I get up and go and get a glass of water from the kitchen, you see, Sri Krishna is working through me, because He's in me too. So, I want you to understand that this crisis is a crisis which is not something that should scare you, but you should see it as the divine's working. And take the opportunity to open yourself to the divine grace and to this light. And start applying what they have taught, at least in your thought process, if not through actions. But in actions, while you're home, feel their presence. That's also an active thing, that you feel, that you are aware, that you're conscious. There are so many wonderful stories. I was just, by chance, I found a copy of Mahabharata. And there too, I've read things and that says to me, my God, all this wisdom is there, all this knowledge is there. It explains, but I don't know why we don't use it. And to me, the joy of life is applying this in my daily life, in my state of consciousness. Every breath to me, I want it to be a prayer. I don't want to miss a single breath, not feeling their presence. And when I can do that, that to me is a wonderful challenge. I'd rather do that than run marathon. You know? And this is what I don't understand. You go to the moon and everything, but you don't go inside you, which is so close and so easy. And you're tormented. You're suffering. I've met scientists who have created incredible things and they're doing incredible work, very intelligent. But I look in their face and I see that they're not happy, that they have their torment and their worries. What a pity. When the divine masters have given us all the knowledge, all we have to do is to apply this knowledge. This is why I decided that this second video clip will be dedicated to this particular situation in the world where everybody is afraid and so on. And there are a lot of theories that this could be the end of this world and a new world will be born and all that. No, it's not the end of this world. And the new world is constantly being born. And it's up to you to participate in this rebirth every single moment, not just through the coronavirus, but this gives us a better chance right now because it gives us the time. It liberates us from our daily chasing the dollar sign, money, material gains, food, sensations. No. Now is the time to go and find the sensation, this divine sensation within yourself. It is so amusing for me to observe all these things, but it also makes me angry and says, do I have to explain these things? And all these theories, people are sending me even video clips of talks on this particular subject of corona. And I'm saying, my God, No, the world is not going to come to an end. And a new era is on its way, but every single moment of the day. And we have to now take this opportunity that we can accelerate the thing because we have far more time at our disposition. So don't be afraid. Maintain this absolute, constant and stable faith in the divine, in the mother, in Sri Aurobindo, in your master, in Christ, whoever you follow. Maintain this absolute total faith, stable, constant, and now learn, take this time to apply these energies of your understanding, because knowledge is power. But unless you apply it, it has absolutely no value. It's the same thing I think about money. That you understand, that if your money, you go and spend it. Because you know that if it's in a box or in a bank and doing nothing, it doesn't give you nothing. So whether it's there or not, there's no difference in your life. This is what I'm saying. Unless you use it, this knowledge, it has no value. You understand about money, but you don't understand that your knowledge and your understanding and your faith in the divine that you have is useless because you're not applying it, you're not using it. Faith transforms everything, but behind faith there is this action that you put. And if you do that, it, honest to God, works. So, before I close and say namaste to you, I request you to constantly remember this fact, that everything is in the hand of the divine, but the control over yourself and everything is in your hand. If you apply it, then it will work. If not, it's just there, but you're not taking it and you're not using it. So, please, calm yourself.